Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith with Craps TX. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Before we get started, hit that thumbs up for me. It really does help with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever we put out another video. And thank you to all that have subscribed lately. Been getting a lot more thumbs up on the videos, and that really helps, especially on video that was a couple videos ago. I mean, it just kind of blew up all of a sudden. But I noticed there was a lot of thumbs ups on there, and I think that's just getting it out to more people that like to see this type of content. So, all right, let's move on to today's video, and what it is going to be is 66 inside. So we're at a $15 table. Excuse me, we're going to play 66 inside, so that's 15, 18, 18, and 15. We're going to get 2 hits. We can press up on each hit, or the first hit, but by the time we get to the second hit, what we're going to do is spread out to 96 across. And from that point, you can do basically whatever you want. I mean, you can continue to press up or half press. You can get to a certain level and maybe regress again back down to 66. It's all up to you to that point. But the main goal is getting starting out with 66 inside, getting 2 hits. That's our main goal. So we can spread out to 96. So yeah, just another strategy, another way to make some money or lose some money, however you want to look at it, or however the dice roll for you. So what I've got here, I got 5 shooters set up at $66. It's 50, 65, and 6. And we'll just try to go through those 5 shooters in the allotted amount of time that I like to keep the videos at, which is usually around 20 to 30 minutes long. But yeah, let's get this started. We'll get a couple of dice. We are not playing the pass line. We're not the shooter. We're just going to be betting on some rando that's out there throwing the dice. So here we go. Dice are out, coming out. And a 4-3-7, that's a frontline winner. We are not on the line, as we just said, so doesn't help or hurt us. 6-4-10, okay, so that does help. We are on the 10. 10 is going to be our point. We're going to put $66 on the come and tell the dealer, or ask the dealer, please set me up 66 inside. They will gladly do that for you. Well, we don't know if they gladly will, but they will. All depends on what kind of day they're having, right? All right, so there's 15, 15, 15, 15, and then we got to cap our 6 and 8 with 3 each. Your 6 and 8s are increments of 6, and the 5 and 9 are increments of 5. That's your proper bets. All right, so let's go. Let's see what we can do. Let's get an inside number. All right, there we go. 5, 4, 9 right off the bat. That 15 is going to pay 21. Now what we can do is press up one of these numbers, press up the 9. We could take the $10 and press up the 5 and the 9, or we could just keep it off to the side and wait for one more hit and then throw it all in and just say, please press me up to, or take me up to 96 across. So let's see. What I'm going to do is, here, let's do this. Let's, no, never mind. Indecision. I'm just going to press the 5 and the 9 each by $5. That way we'll just keep $11 over here to the side. We didn't even have to do that. We can show this a couple of different ways. All right, there's a 2 craps, no help. And a hard 10. All right, so 10 is our point. Where puck is going to go off. We're going to be setting a new point. We're coming out. Dice are out. And a hard 6. Okay, so 6 will be our new point. The bets were off, so they're back on now. We're going to leave everything the way it is because we don't have a pass line or anything like that, so we're not affected by that. We can just keep all those numbers covered up there. And looky there, right back on the 6. Okay, so good time for that to go off. We can give our winnings here. 18 pays 21. At this point, we can now say, dealer, please take me to 96 across. So all that's going to do is just be adding another. You can take that 10 that we had from the previous leftover. Actually, we'd have 9. We got the 9 and 5 at 20 each, so we can take that down as well. But anyway, what we're going to do is just put 15 on the 5, or on the 10, and 15 on the 4. So we are now at 96 across, and we have $12 in profit over there. So we're looking for a new point. We're coming out, same shooter, dice are out. There is a 12 midnight. Do you know where your kids are? Actually, that was like 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock or something, wasn't it? All right, 2 craps. So 12 craps, 2 craps. And a Leo. Might as well get all the horn numbers in there. How about a 3? No, we got a 9. All right, 639. That is going to be our new point, and we're off to the races. We can do basically anything we want. Like I said, you can half press, you can full press. You can take another hit or two and then regress. Other things with S at the end. I don't know. Hard 4. Okay, so 15 is going to pay, what is that, 27? He said questioningly, I believe. 15 pays 27. Let's go ahead and we'll press the 4 to 15 or to 25. We'll buy the 25. We'll take that 15 down and put that in our little winning pile there. And dice around. All right, we got a 3, 1, 4. Whoops, that went all the way over there. So we're right back on that 4. That is good. The 25 pays 50 for 1. It pays 49, so we'll say 50 for 1. Got to give the dealer back $1. Getting a little low on dealer money over here, so let's bump that back up. We can either press the 4 again. We can grab that 10 and press it up. Just a multitude of things, however you want to do it. I mean, we got a hot number there. Sure, let's go ahead and put 50 on the 4, and we'll put 25 back behind in our winning stack. Now the 2 craps, those seem to be popular from this 2-foot range. And we have a 5, 1, 6. All right, so 18 is going to pay 21. You can kind of go back to either like a power press strategy, or we can grab, the 6 and the 8. You can throw in what, $3. And say, take my 6 and 8 to 30, please. So we'll do that. It's 24 and 36 is 60, so that is $30. Just so I don't have to slide all those chips out and show that to you. Hopefully you know that basic math on there. Me talking about basic math, since I'm the one that kind of pauses and hesitates trying to figure out payouts sometimes. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going. Shooter number 1 is hot. So he has got a hard 8 square pair for us. So immediately we get a payback on that 30. That's going to pay 35. Again, you're just kind of up to whatever you'd like to do. Let's go ahead and press that 6 and 8 again. We'll take 24 out of the 25 and we'll press up 12 each. So I'll make a change. Gonna get a $1 change, and then we'll go 12 more on each, so that's going to take those to 42. And the reason I did that is because that brings us up to that $50 level again. So if we hit one of those again, that pays 49 or 50 for 1, similar to what the 4 is when you have just a quarter on. Of course, we got 50 over there right now. All right, we got 325. 325 is going to be our next one, and we got 15 on that. That's going to pay 21. Now you can press the 5 and 9 if you want to press sister numbers, or you can just press that number alone. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take $10. Dealer, take me up to 25. And we'll go with 25 on the 5 and rack the rest. So you can see we're getting a pretty good little pile over there. Excuse me. There we go. Got to get that coffee going this morning. Again, we're starting to get a little money built up out here. You can just pause and say, hey, dealer, take me back down to 66 or take me back down to 96. I mean, again, we're kind of up on that. So that's just an option, just kind of throwing that out there. Always keep that in the back of your mind. You don't have to keep pressing. There's 12 midnight, nothing for us right now. And a 549. So that is our point. And points hit, so that is 21, 18, or 15 pays 21. We can either take that up to 25, or we can just say, hey dealer, take me back down to 66 inside, okay? So let's do that, just to kind of show you the kind of profit that we have made thus far. That there, I still need one more $1 here, so we'll just do that. So right now we are taking 125, 35, 45. We're taking $145 back, putting that in our rack over there, and we're starting back over at 66. Let's clean some of those up a little bit. While we've got a little pause in the action. All right. So yeah, we actually have We actually have enough for 2 black chips over there. So there's 200. So let's go ahead and do that. Just to kind of keep that condensed. That's awesome. So 215, 216 we've got over there, and we have 66 inside, which is what we started out with. So this is profit. We're playing with profit. It's our money, yes. People say you're playing with profit, you're playing with casino money, you're playing with house money, whatever you want to call it. I've got more money over there than what I started with, so I am now playing with profit. All right, so let's go. Shooter number 1's hot. Let's stick with him. 6 to 8. 8 will be our new point. All right, let's keep on keeping on. 5, 3, 8. So point hit right away. That is going to pay 21. We'll throw in $1 and take these all up 1 unit. It's kind of an easy way to do that. Just so you can see how that looks, and we'll get that stacked up here. So now we're at 88 inside, so just kind of a different variation. You know, you don't have to keep the money to the side. You can keep it all out there and keep it working for you. And 5, 3, 8, we're right back on the 8. All right, shooter number 1 is still hot, hot, hot. And there is another 8. Apparently he likes the 8s now. 24 is going to pay 28. We'll pay that, let's pay it out in nickels. And what we'll actually, no, never mind, sorry. Indecision is a fill in the blank. There's 28. All right, so 24 paid 28. Actually, what I was going to do is just pick up the 4 and the 10. So let me get change real quick. I mean, it's just to make it visual for you. So there's $5 change. What I wanted to do was add 2 to that, make that 30, and then we'll tell the dealer to pick up our 4 and 10. 15 each. All right. So now, what we were, 88. Now we're plus another 30. Oh, math is hard. 98, 108, 118. How about that? 118 across. We got a 12 midnight. No help. Got a 6-5 yo 11. Still no help. Craps numbers. And now we have a hard 6. 6 is our new point. Again, we're at the point, you know, we're probably gonna, if we can get a couple of hits, you know, we're gonna make some pretty decent money, and we can regress one more time. Or you can leave it out there. Or you can hit a 7 and just say, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. So that is that for shooter number 1. He's getting a standing ovation. Drinks are being thrown his way. He is very happy. Or she. There are some equal opportunity craps players. So, all right, so the puck goes off, and we are done with shooter number 1. What we'll do is just take the winnings for shooter number 1, and we'll put that in his slot, and we'll add that up at the end, provided we can get through 5 shooters. Just depends on how this goes. Let's go ahead and get a new set of dice. Again, I kind of like to keep the time on these short, but if we're going with a good hot shooter, then we'll just keep on going. Meaning that, you know, we won't necessarily go through all 5 shooters. If our first couple of shooters are hot like that, we'll just go through those 2, and then we'll tally up after that. Again, the same thing could happen at the casino. You could get real hot on those first 2 shooters. If you got a good bankroll built up, walk away. Don't give your money back. Walk away. Keep it. Come back for another session a little bit later. 10 is our point, and I threw a 12. I threw the dice before I set my money out there, but that's fine. 12 didn't affect us anyway. But let's put 66 down and say, dealer, please set me up 66 inside. We'll gladly do that. And we'll see how slowly I can do it. 3, 3, and 3. And then our caps for our 6 and 8. There we go, 66 inside. 10 is our point. Nice round. Shooter number 2, 4, 2, 6. 18 is going to pay 21. Again, we can set that off to the side, or that's what we're going to do. We're just going to set it off to the side for now. Just to kind of show you the different variations that you can do. It doesn't always have to be the same thing every time. And look, there we got a 5-1 or 6-1, 7, 7 out. So shooter number 2 got hit pretty quick. Basically, not a PSO, but a 1 hit and done. So that all comes down, and shooter number 2 just got us $21. So let's see what shooter number 3 can do for us. Hopefully we still got a decent amount of time left. All right, dice are coming out. We're looking for a point. 6, 4, 10. That seems to be popular. We've had 10 as the point quite a bit. We're going to throw out shooter number 3's money and say there's 66. Dealer, please set me up. 66 inside. And let's get that set up. There we go. Shooter number 3. Let's see what they can do. 5, 1, 6. Just like last time, that first hit was a 6. It pays 21 on $18. So we'll set that to the side. All right, dice are out. And we have a 3 craps. 1, 2. Might check. Dice out. 3, 1, 4. We're not on those yet. Again, we could grab those at any time, just depending if we have enough money. If we have enough money. 5, 4, 9. So there we go. That is 15 is going to pay 21. All right. At this point, I'll say dealer, take me up to 96 across. So that's, you'll throw in $10. Put that 1 back over there in your rack, and we'll put 15 each on the 4 and the 10, and we are now 96 across. And we have what, $12 over there, and we got a 5, 2, 7. So immediately we are burned on that. So shooter number 3 didn't do too well. Got a couple of hits, but that was it. So let's go on to shooter number 4. We'll put this $12 in there, and let's set a point first. Right. New set of dice, new shooter coming out. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. Easy 5. Oops. Turn that back on. Okay, so shooter number 4, there's $66. Set me up 66 inside. One more. And the caps for our 6 and 8. There we go. 66 inside. Shooter number 4, let's go. And a 6, 2, 8, easy 8. 20 or 18 pays 21. We will set that aside once more. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9, another 21. 15 pays 21. All right, so we'll keep the $1. We'll throw in 10 more. Dealer, take my 4 and 10 up to 15 each. We are now at 96 across once again. Can shooter number 4 do anything with it? There is a 2 craps, a spot, and a dot. Aces in both places. There's a hard 10, so we are now on that 10. 15 is going to pay 27. Dealer, please press my 10 to up to 25. We're going to buy that 10, and we're putting what, 17 over back in our rack, or off to the side, just so we can see what shooter number 4 is doing for us. 6, 5, yo, 11. No help. And a hard 10, so there we go. Quick hit on that 25. 25 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. There's 50. Dealer will ask you to drop $1, and we'll put that back over there for the dealer. Dealer, please press my 10 up to 50. So we'll press that up 50, and we'll put 25 over there in our winning stack. And we'll get a 6, 1, 7, and we are done with shooter number 4. So it looks like we are going to have time to get through 5 shooters. Seems like that's the way it goes. We get a good shooter in the first couple, and then the next few just kind of fizzle out. Let's go ahead and condense that down. There's 5 for a quarter. And what do we got? $53 we're putting back. So not quite in profit for shooter number 4. Let's see what shooter number 5 can finish us off strong. Let's take those aces and see what they do. All right, puck is off. We are coming out looking for a point. Dice are out. Shooter number 5 is starting off with a 6, 3, 9 as the point. Take our last $66. Dealer, please set me up 66 inside. And we will get that done. Cap off. off the 6 and 8. There we go. Let's go shooter number 5. Get us some numbers. Get us some inside numbers. And don't get us a 0.7 out. So that's it. That is it for shooter number 5. That is it for this particular strategy on this particular video. So let's tally it up, see how we did or how we didn't do. We'll just separate all this over here. So we started out with what, 66 times 5. Oh, now I'm going to do more math. I should have added that up prior so I didn't look like I was pausing. What is that? 30, 300, 330? He said, questioningly. So if we start out with 330, there's 200, 250, 275, 85, 90, 95, 99, 299. So 330 to 299, a loss of $31. So not horrible. Obviously, if you have enough, to go through the course of 10 shooters, that's the usually the optimal strategy or rule of thumb, whatever. When you're walking up to a table, make sure you have enough money to go through 10 shooters for whatever strategy you're playing. And again, you may switch up strategies halfway through. So that was it. Let me know what you think about that, and let me know if there's something else we could have done differently. Obviously I tried to do a couple of different things by pressing up right away, or holding the money off to the side, then pressing up later, or getting that 96 across. Lots of variations you can do with that. The main thing is it starts out with 66 inside, and you wait, or you try to get 2 hits, and then start, moving up from there. So yeah, cool beans. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up before you head out. Again, that is really, really, really helping us out on that algorithm. Thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when another video comes out. Lots of room in the comments down there to send in your suggestions for any other kind of strategies you'd like us to try out. We also have an email, crapstx@gmail.com, if you'd like to send it more anonymously like that. And you can tell me, hey, yes, use my name, don't use my name, say my name, whatever. You know how that goes. So yeah, that's it. That is it. Check out the description below. There's some other information down there that may be useful to some people. And yeah, that's going to be it. My name is Keith. This is CrapsTX. We'll see you on the next one.